Hey everybody, TanManhizzle here, and I got done playing the Modern Warfare 3 beta, and there was only one part of that little weekend that I enjoyed playing that game. And that part, right off the top, I will tell you, is the maps. Replaying remastered versions of Modern Warfare 2 2009's maps was amazing. It felt so incredible being in those situations again and actually replaying the maps that I grew up playing and seeing and enjoying my gameplay on. That stuff was amazing. Really good choice of them to do that. I was talking to a buddy of mine, and we're not completely sure the number of new maps that will be happening in this game, but I think the mainstay of this multiplayer is going to be remastered maps, and I truly hope so because it's great. Everything else in the beta absolutely sucked. I did not pre-order this game because I have a list of some other games I want to play, and right now dropping $70 on the Call of Duty, where I'll only play 20 or 30 hours on, is not something that I want to do right now. Whenever I feel like playing a shooter, I honestly just hop on something random, play for like an hour or two, and then I won't play a shooter for a while. I just have not felt like playing shooters at all lately. Pretty much ever since Jedi Survivor came out, I haven't felt like playing shooters. So that's where I'm at with shooters. And on top of that, I'm currently in a very busy part of my life right now, so I don't really have time to play video games. So on top of everything, don't feel like playing shooters, don't even have time to play a lot of video games, and with me wanting to play video games that I just want to sit down, chill, and enjoy, or play, a massive story game, it's kind of hard for me to get into the mood of something like a Call of Duty or a Battlefield or Counter-Strike or whatever it may be. So, with that inherent bias kind of set aside for this video, I want to say that I thought that this open beta was the worst they've had since they've done open betas. It was so bad. Time to kill was atrocious and completely inconsistent. There's a burst pistol that they had, and it was 15 rounds in the magazine, and each burst was 3 rounds. So that's 5 bursts that you can do on an enemy to deplete the magazine. Okay, what would happen is I would often notice me doing 3 bursts into someone's head, and the reason I could tell it was a head is because it's a different hit marker. And so I would do 3 bursts in someone's head and 1 burst in the body, and it wouldn't kill them, and then they would turn around and kill me. Or I would get 2 headshots on someone with a rifle and then shoot them with like a quarter of a magazine in the body, and then they would kill me. Or I would one-tap somebody with a shotgun from like 30 yards away. The time to kill was just atrociously bad, and I don't know how the fuck they messed up so badly when like it's the same exact engine. It's literally a direct sequel to the last game last year. Like I understand game development is extremely complicated. It's complex. One line of code can change an entire fucking thing of the engine or the code or whatever. I understand that. But I do not understand how it is so messed up compared to a game that was released less than a year ago that features the same exact bullshit. It's ridiculous. And while I'm talking about this, I'll also say that once again, the SMGs are probably going to become meta, or building a super fucking quick, ADS assault rifle. It blows my mind how bad, lazy, and seemingly incompetent these people are. And nothing will get done about it, of course, because everybody buys Call of Duty every single year. It's one of the every year it's one of the best sellers of all time. Not all time, but of the year. It's ridiculous, and they honestly should have taken a year off and tried to do some innovations. When they had the 2 years, or when they took the 1 year off between I don't even remember what it was. Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, or Black Ops 4, whatever it was, and then they took a year off, and then they came out with Modern Warfare 2019. That was awesome. It was a really good choice, and they should have done it again. But I think what happens is, and you see this with stuff like Assassin's Creed, is they take a 1 year off of a yearly release game. They take 1 year off, and then the next year is amazing. And then the game after that is super good. And then the next one after that is good. But then the one after that is whatever, you know? So it's like they almost get back into this complacency, and they don't do anything to change anything. And it's just the same old shit every single time. Like, it just blows my mind. And like I said previously, I did not pre-order it. Due to the aforementioned things. So because of that, I did not get a lot of clips, and I didn't get a lot of gameplay. But it wasn't just because of that. I didn't play the game a lot because the game is bad. It's terrible, and I really, really, really hope that they can fix it. Now, I'm not a Warzone guy. I don't do battle royales, and quite frankly, I'm not going to pay $70 for a piece of shit multiplayer that'll take possibly months to fix, and a 2-hour campaign. You know, I'm not going to do that right now. If anything, I'll just watch a Let's Play on YouTube, or just wait and forget about the game and just play the other stuff on my list. Honestly, it was really bad. Really, really bad. I will say, aside from the maps being freaking awesome, the most fun I had with it, honestly, was getting one-shot kills with snipers. Like, and I don't even snipe that much in Call of Duty because it's such, you know, it's a much faster paced game than a Battlefield. So I don't even snipe that much in Call of Duty at all. But I was on a state, and I did one round where I was only using snipers, unless I went into the house or one of the other 2 buildings or the greenhouse. And I was just running around with the sniper, and I would, like, you know, peek around a car, or, you know, when I was going down the hill, I would peek to the other side, and I would get a couple headshots. That stuff was really fun. It felt really good. But even, like, in my open beta for Modern Warfare 2019, I even was very, very happy with the way pistols felt. I've shot a lot of guns in my life, most of them pistols or handguns, pistols and revolvers. And, you know, I generally know how handguns feel in the hands. And Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 19 and Cold War had really, really good handgun feels. And the handguns in this game so far have felt terrible. It's like we're really, really going back to way too arcadey. Like, way too, like the Xbox 360 days of arcade. And I felt like Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2 2022 were arcade with realism feels. This has nothing to do with realism whatsoever, and it sucks. Plus, they're bringing back so much stuff that I've complained about before, such as disbanding lobbies after every match. So you might end up playing the same fucking map 3 or 4 times in a row because they disband the lobbies. Skill-based matchmaking is back once again, much to the chagrin of 90% of players. That's a made-up statistic, but everyone I basically see on Twitter, Twitch complains about skill-based matchmaking in casual modes, and I obviously agree with them. Skill-based matchmaking is trash in casual. And also, they did this new thing where on PC, at least on Steam, every single Call of Duty from here on out will be launched on the same exact, you know, game. It's just called Call of Duty now. And so you basically have to launch 2 games at a time if you want to play a different game. You launch the main, you know, Call of Duty, whichever one is out, and then you have to click on the Call of Duty you want to play. So you're basically loading 2 games at once, and it's stupid. It's so dumb. Every achievement will now be added into that. All the time played will now go into that. It's just such a bad choice. And the other 2 things, the skill-based matchmaking and the lobby disbanding, is just, I'm not happy with this Call of Duty at all. And as someone who's been playing Call of Duty since Call of Duty 2, it's just blows my mind how fucking bad these games are. But anyway, if you enjoyed the beta, honestly, I hope you have a lot of fun with it. And I know the stuff I'm complaining about will be fixed, hopefully relatively fast. But again, for me, I'm not paying $70 right now for a 2-hour campaign in a multiplayer that I'll put 30 hours into. So, hope you enjoyed my little rant. I just kind of wanted to talk about it before I forgot about some of the stuff. And with that said, thanks for watching. Peace. Hey guys, during editing, there were a few things that I forgot to mention, so I'm going to do it right now. First of all, another positive of this game is that it looks absolutely amazing. It looks very, very good. And on top of that, I didn't have any major frame drops. It seemed very well optimized, and that's not exactly something that the previous entries have been good with. So, looks good, runs great. And now, for other negative stuff, switch to tactical aim right there in the middle of the screen was absolutely a dumb choice, terrible choice, should never have been made. Another thing that's really bad and kind of along the same lines is the XP that you get is right next to the crosshair. It really is a distraction and throws it off for sure. It should be on the bottom or the top or somewhere, not directly in the middle of your screen. That's just dumb. Another complaint I have, which is actually something that's been going on since, you know, the new era of Call of Duty, so to speak, but the flag capture for domination is just so fucking small. Like, you have to be hugging the little flagpole and the little, you know, sandbags around it or whatever may be around it on whatever map. Like, you have to basically be on the pole, and that's just not okay. You know, Call of Duty's never been known for like these huge capture points. That's something that Battlefield is much better at, but it's almost torturous how small the capture zones are, and it's just ridiculous. Another thing I think they need to do is they just need to simplify gun attachments. I know this may be not something that everybody agrees with, but when you have 6 red dots that do all of the same thing and have the same exact benefits as the other 5, like, it just doesn't make sense. And, you know, maybe there's like 2 or 3 per attachment that do the same thing but look different. That way, if you do feel like having a little bit of different customization, it's still there. But the amount of stuff right now is insane, and it really kind of separates regular casual players from hardcore crazy sweaty players, because, you know, the hardcore sweaty players are going to have always the best attachments no matter what. But if you simplify attachments, it can kind of even the playing pool. But as a casual player, that's just me. Again, it's probably a hot button issue and probably something that definitely not everybody agrees with, but whatever. Lastly, during editing, I kind of realized that grenades and flashes or stuns do basically nothing in this game. There was one clip where it's edited out, but there was one clip where I threw a flash grenade and I was like 3 feet away from it. It was a bad ricochet, and it didn't even flash me at all. And then there were several parts where I would throw a grenade and I wouldn't even get a hit marker, but I would turn the corner or whatever and there would be like 2 guys already standing there. Like, I didn't even get a hit marker, but there were people there. So I don't know what's going on with grenades and flashes. It's probably along the same lines as other weapons not doing any damage, because I do have a clip that will be in this video of me showcasing that some weapons did 0 damage sometimes. Like, huge bugs, but whatever. But during editing, I just wanted to make that clear and bring up those issues. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Peace.